Hello, Vidya teacher.
Yes.
You can
uh,
start now.
Okay, students. Good morning to all. I am Vidya Yadav from Worli City School. Today we'll cover up English, grammar, figures of speech. Let's see how much we can cover up. We'll do one by one. And this is the question which arrives in the 10th standard question paper in the poem section, figures of speech. Okay, as you can see on the screen, let's move further. Figures of speech. A figure of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words with a view to increasing their effect. This is a definition type it's given here. Here it is telling that simple words are used in a different way to increase the effect. That's why I said poets use it. Poetic device, it is one type of the thing which poet uses is in the poem to give more effect what he or she wants to say in the poem. So it is given its use is a different way. A figure of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words with a view to increasing their effect. So it will affect more, it will have more effect on the people reading it. Figure of speech. Figures of speech are expression that stretch words beyond their literal meanings. It can become more exaggerated. It can take some turn which will not be able to believe. So that is only the figure of speech, where words are put in such a way that sometimes it's impossible to believe. It affects us like that. So one by one, when we will see figure of speech, this notion, this definition will get clear in your mind. Figure of speech is a colorful way of expressing one's idea in an extraordinary manner, thereby creating a better impact. Again, it is given, it's a colorful way, it's a unique way where one's idea is put in extraordinary manner. So it will affect, it will have an impact, different and deep impact on the readers who are reading it or who are listening it. If you read particular poem, it will affect you deeply. The words used will be so in colorful ways that it will be fixed in your mind. So that is the thing we are going to learn. Let us learn about different types of figure of speech. We'll start with the first one. On the screen, you can see simile. Simile is a figure of speech where a comparison is made between two different objects and show a common quality between them. So your comparison is done using words. Also, let's see further in this figure of speech, words of comparison like as or like is used. So two different objects or common qualities compared where like or use like word is used as well as word is used. Let's see how they compare it. If we read further examples, it will be more clear. A simile is different from simple comparison. They have given here, I have put up this one example which is different than others. You will see she is as beautiful as Katrina Kaif. In the above sentence there is comparison, but it's not a simile. Let's see what is simile then. If I read the simile examples, you will come to know how it is different. Our soldiers are as brave as lions. She's cunning as a fox. I wandered lonely as a cloud. She moved like a deer. She sings like a cuckoo. Your examples which we saw are comparing the people with nature, animals. Like first one you saw, our soldiers are as brave as lions. As word have also come. And our soldiers, yes, our soldiers are brave like lions. They fight with valor, with great strength without fear. And she's cunning as a fox. We say that she's not good or she's cunning, but like a fox. So that quality is compared with her in the form of taking an animal there. I wandered lonely as a cloud. I was lonely, but I wondered like how it is given as a cloud, like in the sky alone the cloud floats that way. And she moved like a deer. As you know, deer is very fast, and she must be moving very fast in the dance move or walking. So her quality of moving fast is compared with a deer, the animal. She sings like a cuckoo. Her sweet voice, she must be having very enchanting voice, sweet voice. So her voice is compared with a cuckoo. So here you will see comparison is done using the word like and as, and qualities are compared between the two objects. But that quality, see here also you can see she's very fast. So fast animal has been taken deer. Her voice is sweet, so we find cuckoo's voice sweet. So her voice is compared with the cuckoo. Let's see further more examples and things. You will get more clear idea. Our soldiers fought like lions and emerged a winner. His antics were as hilarious as that of a monkey. As cunning as fox, no one could fool him. In the above example, we find that comparison are made between two things and similarities between the two are emphasized. The above effect is achieved with the use of the words like as and like. So again here you can see animal, like second one we saw, his antics were as hilarious as that of a monkey. That means how monkey does trick. That way this boy used to do antique things, antics. He must be doing some jump or doing some mischief. So we say he's as hilarious as monkey. Let's see simile is a figure speech wherein there is a direct comparison made between two things using the word like or as. Let's see more example. As wise as an owl, he had a solution to all problems. That means he was very wise. So how wise he was? As wise as an owl. So it is his wiseness, his sharpness is compared with the owls. So here again it's a direct comparison where the word as is used. In her bridal attire, finally she looked as elegant as a queen. This lady had worn her bridal wedding dress and she looked as beautiful as a queen. It is given. See here again, her things are attire and beauty or her presentation of dress is compared with the queen's. Let's see more example of simile. You were as brave as lion. They fought like cats and dogs. We say when people fight, we say they fight like cat and dogs. So much mischief they do. He's as funny as a barrel of monkeys, like a group of monkey. That person is doing all mischief. His house is as clean as whistle. He is as strong as an ox. His strength is compared with ox. Your explanation is as clear as mud. The way of explaining is compared to the clearness of the mud. Watching the snow was like watching a grass grow. There is a that is as easy as shooting fish in a barrel. This contract is as solid as the ground we stand on. Like this contract is so firm, so correct. It's like we are standing on the ground, like holding ourselves strong, solid there. That guy is as nutty as a fruit cake. So he's nutty here. It means he's like nuts, gone nuts. But how much? Like in fruit cakes, we have nuts like that. So here in each example, we'll see like, as words are used. These are different examples which we saw about simile, where we saw two things are compared, their qualities are compared using the word like and as. Okay, these all are the poetic form. These are found in the lines of the poem, and these are the question asked under the poem section, where you will have to search figure of speech, or you will have to write they must have given you the line, and you have to tell which figure of speech it is. So that way question arrives in your board exam. So first one we did is simile. Let's move further. We'll see second one, metaphor. A metaphor is figure of speech that makes an implicit, implied, or hidden comparison between the two objects and treated as one. Word of comparison are not used. The direct it is not used. Word like and as are missing. But still this metaphor compares the two objects. It has a hidden comparison. Implicit, implied, direct, it cannot be seen. Like simile was told, like it's a direct comparison, and word like and as are used. In metaphor, which you are seeing on your screen, some examples we'll go through, but the definition clearly tells you there is a comparison between two objects, but it is hidden one. Words of comparison are not used. Implied or implicit way of telling that two objects are same. Let's read first example. You can see examples examples of metaphor. Camel is a ship of desert. The news was a dagger to his heart. She is a peacock. The thunder was a mighty lion. These are the examples of metaphor. Exclude that simile written there. The camel is the ship of desert. Everyone knows that camel are used in the desert, and they move smoothly in the desert area. They survive there very well. That's why they are called the ship of desert. Like a ship which is in the ocean, which moves smoothly. It is built in that way that it can float. That way, camel also is such animal that it survives in the desert region. The news was a dagger to his heart. She's a peacock. She's a peacock means she's not a literally animal, sorry, bird peacock. She must be dancing like peacock. She must be beautiful like peacock. So it is written she is peacock, but as like word is not there. The thunder was a mighty lion. The thunder was a mighty lion, so big, roaring and all. Thunder roars. Na? Thunder is the thundering in the sky. Let's see more for other examples. First one here, we are read the following examples we are doing. Don't waste time, as time is money. He's shining star of our team. His life is a roller coaster with all its ups and downs. So here he's compared to shining star. He is a star, it is given. As like this is not given words. And his life is roller coaster. Like we say in our life, we always get ups and downs. So here we can see his life is compared with a roller coaster. In the above example, two totally different things are compared to each other. In other words, it is an implied simile, that hidden simile. That's why implied simile it is given. It's a metaphor, but it's a hidden one without using the word like and as. Their home was a heaven. See here you can see home is compared with heaven, swarg, heaven. It was a peaceful, beautiful. So their home was a heaven. It is not used like here, it is not used like or as word. Kindness is a flower of compassion. We should always show kindness towards others. So it's like, if we say like word, like the flower of then it becomes simile. Your such words are not used. Is the flower of compassion. We should always show compassion and kindness in our behavior that is given here. Let's see more example. The snow is a white blanket. He's a shining star. Her long hair was a flowing golden river. Tom's eyes were eyes as he stared at her. The children were flowers grown in concrete gardens. Kisses are the flowers of affection. The falling snowflakes are dancers. The calm lake was a mirror. You are my sunshine. The moon is a white balloon. See, in this all example, you'll see one thing is compared with another, but there is no direct comparison. It's hidden. The snow is compared with white blanket. The man is compared with shining star. Her long hairs is compared with golden flowing golden river, running river. And Tom's eyes are compared to eyes, like he's staring very coldly without emotions. It's like ice. And children are compared to flowers. Kisses are the flowers of affection. Your kisses are the form of affection to show that they have to, like flowers, they are flowers. Falling, falling snowflakes are dancers. The snowfall when we see in the Himalayas or a hilly region, snowflakes are falling. They are compared to dancers, how dancers move, that way they fall. And calm lake, which is not moving, lake is stagnant and it's clear and we can see ourselves. It's like a mirror. So it is given here, calm lake was a mirror. You are my sunshine, we say to our kids, to the people we like. They bring happiness to us. So they are like sunshine, like. But your like word is not used. You are my sunshine also tells you same thing, like you are my sunshine, like a my sunshine. The moon is white balloon. How the full moon is looking? Like a white balloon. But here it is given, the moon is a white balloon. Dir- Directly like word is not used. It's a hidden comparison, implied one. The moon is white balloon. A moon and white balloon. It looks like it. So these are the metaphor. Difference is your clear. In simile, you can see the words like as and like words, and here it is not used. Now we will see hyperbole. This is the third one we are going to see today in the figure of speech. A hyperbole is an
Then,
exaggeration
yeah.
or overstatement for the sake of making greater impression. Here, the things are exaggerated, overstatement. It is being stretched, exaggerated to make a greater impact. So you will read it twice. Oh, it's like that. Like I will say, I looked for the things in every nook and corner of the world, but I have not gone to nook and corner of the world. But I'm telling you, why I'm telling you this? Because I want to show you how much I search for the thing. So I'm telling you, I looked it for the every nook and corner of the world. That means I was so much working hard to get it, to find it. So I want to tell you how much hard work I have put. So I'm telling you that I have looked at every nook and corner of the world. Let's see the examples. Here you will clearly see that how much exaggerated things overstatement it is. All the perfume of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. It's given like all the perfume which we will put on the hand, still the hand will not be smelling sweet. This is a poet. You can see the big writers like Shakespeare. It's a line of its play, Macbeth. Now Hamlet lines are also here. Shakespeare was the great writer. So he has written these things to make a greater impression when the people will speak this dialogue or will say it in the drama or he will write in the poem. So they will find it, they will know the impact. Oh, Hamlet, thou has cleft my heart in twain. If the river were dry, I am able to fill it with tears. Now it is given if river is dry, if there is no water in river, what can fill it? With tears. I will be able to cry so much, but no one can cry that much that river will flow or river will stop being dry. But it's exaggerated to tell that how much bad one is feeling and how much one wants to cry out. So it's like that. So it's poetic effect where poet exaggerates it, hyperbole it is. I loved Ophia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up the sum. I'm so hungry, I can eat a horse. That means I can use so much I can eat. I'm so hungry. But that doesn't mean one can eat such a large quantity of food. It's exaggerating. Now let's read the following examples of hyperbole. The poor child was so hungry that he could devour a horse. The same line it has come, that poor child was so hungry. That means the child must be going hungry for hours and wants to eat and will eat more. But that doesn't mean the child can eat so much. He can devour a horse that much big quantity. Secret travels faster than the speed of light. So light we know, you must have learned that it has a great speed to travel. So we say now we should not tell the secrets. People just spread it. So it will move faster than light, they have told. That it means it's warning or it's telling you that secrets moves fast. With a heart of stone, he was always rude. The person was very rude, but it's given his with a heart of stone. The stone heart is not of stone, but to show the how bad and rude he was. So bolte na, his heart was of stone, patthar ka dil. That was like that. So he was like had a heart of stone. He was so rude. So it's hyperbole. It's exaggerating to show the impact that how rude he was. He is very rude in behaving with other. We should be always kind, but this person is rude. In the above example, we find that the statements are exaggerated version of what the sentences intend to convey. Obviously, what message we want to convey. It's an exaggerated form. It's written in such a way that we will feel oh such a intense it is. Hyperbole is a figure of speech wherein the statements or claims are highly exaggerated for better poetic effect. Other examples we'll see. This shopping cost her a fortune. She must, here it is given about shopping. The people do shopping so much that so much money has gone. So her fortune, whatever wealth she had, it's gone. That means it is to show that how much she is doing shopping that way. The green carpet covers the length and breadth of the earth to show here that there is so much greenery on the earth or there was such a uh, green carpet, big, that it covered the length and breadth of the earth. So much big it is. Now let us see the more examples of hyperbole. When I was young, I had to walk 15 miles to school up hills in the snow. Now you must have heard people saying, elders saying that how they used to travel to the school in the village or how hard they studied when there was no electricity or proper place. So people try to tell their other young people that how hard work they have done. So here also it is given that how hard work or how much that person has gone through, but it is exaggerated form 15 miles to school uphill in the snow. That way I have reached my school and I used to go every day. See, like that parents also tell us. Your parents was telling, see, each day you should go to school when it was regular school, or you should go for online class. It's so easy to attend it. See, in my days, we had nothing. We had to do this all things. Sometimes we exaggerate. We want to tell you how difficult it was, like that. So, first line tells that only. Then, second, I had a ton of homework. Now, you always cry, children. I have so much homework, so much homework. So, tons of homework. It must be two subjects homework, but you all exaggerate and tell your parents or teachers so much homework it was, ton of homework. If I can't buy that perfect prom dress, I will die. No one dies without dress or a new dress if you already have dresses to wear. But this girl wanted a prom dress, a party dress. So to tell that how much she needs it, she's telling, if I can't buy it, I will die. It's not like, it's just exaggerating. He's as skinny as a toothpick. We have seen toothpick. No one is that much skinny, that much thin, but to tell how thin that person is. The car went faster than the light of speed. The racing car went so fast. That means his new car cost $1 billion. It was so costly car, like a Audi and all other cars you must have seen running on the road. It costs lot, but is $1 billion, not billion, not million. It is exaggerating here. We are so poor we don't have 2 cents to rub together. Not two paisa also we have, like that. That joke is so old that last time I heard it, I was riding a dinosaur. Now it is here that I know this joke. Why you're telling me? I don't. I have heard it long back. So how much long back? When dinosaur was there that time. They ran like greased lightning. He got tons of money. Again, greased lightning, fast, so much fast, like a runner comes in Olympic, and tons of money, lots of money. He's very rich. So these all are the hyperbole. We saw simile, metaphor, hyperbole. Let's move further and see other figure of speech, which will become more interesting. Let's see. We are doing now on your screen, you can see personification. In personification, inanimate objects and abstract ideas are spoken of as having life and intelligence. That means we can say in simple things, the abstract idea or non living things are given such quality, are spoken in such a way that we feel they are alive, they have life and intelligence. That means they can think. Human beings, living things can, like animals, they think in our, we think in our own level of intelligence, right? Same way that abstract ideas which we can't see, we feel it's non-living thing, we can only feel it. That things are given the human quality or the different quality of living things. Let's see the example, then you will get the clear idea. Death lays his icy hand on kings. Now death lays its his icy hand on kings. It means simple, in simple way, if I would have put this idea, it would have been that kings passed away or they died that way. I can tell. But this is written by poet. Poet wants to use some poetic effects. So that person writer has wrote, death lays his icy hand on king. That means to die. But it has hands? No. But still it's given like death places his icy hand. That means the king died. The flowers dance in the gentle breeze. The flowers move, when the wind blows or breeze is there, then it moves. So it moves, but it doesn't dance. Just like human being or uh, children, you dance in the festivals and all. But it's given here. Flowers, abstract ideas are spoken. Like we can imagine flowers dancing. The fire swallowed the entire forest. So bad it was. Your fire means aag lagna. Fire had destroyed full forest. Swallowed is the human quality or living quality where we swallow the things. We eat, we swallow. But here it is given to the fire. This idea, quality of living thing is given to fire. So fire swallowed the entire forest means it destroyed everything. To give it poetic impact, they told that nigal jana. The fire swallowed the entire forest. Literally, it must have not swallowed like it has mouth, but it had destroyed everything. That's why it is given here. The shadow of the moon danced on the lake. Now, always you can see when you go near the lake or water, then you can see the reflection of moon or sky in it. So here it's moving. The water moves little bit. So moon is seen like dancing. It's not dancing. Its shadow is fallen in that, and when water moves, it moves. So quality of dance is given here. Love is blind. In love, we always do the things which we don't do when we are not loving the things. We should be kind, but when we love, we do things. So love is blind. Love doesn't have eye, but the quality of blindness, here it is given. A person can be blind, but love is told blind. So your abstract ideas are spoken as they are having eye and they are blind. So your love is talked like it has eye and it's blind. Understood? So qualities are given such that we living thing have that way. Anxiety is sitting on her face. She is very anxious. Like you are very anxious when you go to exam or when you want to speak something in front of people. You get anxiety sometimes. So here it is given anxiety is sitting on her face. Sitting is the quality where we sit, which a where we sit. So here you can see anxiety is sitting on her face. Anxiety is given the quality of sitting. This is a personification. Let's see further. Read the following example. The
Okay,
wind howled all night,
okay.
creating magic. You can see here the wind is given the quality howling, like wolf howls. Love lost its way and went on the trip of no return. When you want to say there was no love there, nothing remaining, no
Yes,
one loved anyone. So it is given love lost its way. Like we lose our way, we don't know the way, we go away and we don't return. Sometimes people don't know how to come back. Same way, love is given the quality of losing the way. The sunflower toasted its head with pride. The sunflower is the flower which toasted its head. Does the sunflower have head like us? No, but it was so much moving and facing the sun. So it toasted its head with pride, it is given. Pride is the thing which we feel when we do something. We feel for others. We are proud of them. Like you will get good marks. You'll feel teachers will feel very proud of themselves also. Your parents also of you proud for you like we have done, and these children are so nicely getting marks, so we'll feel proud of you also. That is the pride. So sunflower is moving or toasting its head. It's with pride is a clearly personification. In the above example, we find that inanimate objects or abstract ideas are given the human quality and are spoken as though have a human attributes, like they are human being. Personification is a figure of speech wherein inanimate objects or abstract ideas are attributed human qualities. Let's see more further example. The wave lashes out at everything in sight. Lightning danced across the sky. Wind howled in the night. The car complained as a key was roughly turning its ignition. Like when we on the car, We move the key, the noise comes of the car to start it, to ignite it. But it was complaining, it was not starting. We complain like you all complain in class. Teacher, this happened, teacher, that happened. You complain, we complain. We human beings do. But car can say like that, oh, I am not starting. My engine is not working properly. No, we come to know due to its noise, or we know when it's not working properly. So the car complained. Your human quality of complaining is given to the car. Rita heard the last piece of pie calling her name. She was eating a pie like we eat cake. We would want to eat it. We see it on the plate and we eat it that also. We don't keep for our brother, sister also. Like that, Rita also heard. Like cake was not calling her, but her that wish was to eat it away, to eat it. So she was telling, oh, that piece of pie was calling me. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of the bed every morning. See, alarm we put, like today you got up, your mom must have woke up first and called you, or you must have put the alarm. That alarm rings and we wake up. Here it is given yells. Yells means to shout, but alarm clock rings. But here to give the poetic effect, the human quality of yelling is given here. The avalanches devoured anything standing in its way. It ate, that means ate everything. The door protested and opened slowly. We know the door makes noise, darwaza आवाज करता है. It protested. Protested means how we protest. No, no, we don't want. But the door is making that noise. So to tell it in simple way is not poet's way. Poet wants to say in different way. So poet is using personification, where door is been given human quality. My house is a friend who protects me. See, घर को friend बोला गया, जो protect करता है. My house is a friend who protects me. So house has been given like we feel safe in our house, secure. So to tell that it protects us from rain, sun, from different calamities, or from the threat, it's given like it's like a friend की quality. जैसे हम we say we our friends are for us, they come for to help us, they always stand for us. The moon played hide and seek in the clouds. When you see moon in the sky, there is moon moving with the clouds, then sometimes it hides or goes behind the cloud moves and covers the moon. Then after few seconds, it moves further and we can see moon. So it's like playing hide and seek. Hide and seek. We play with our friends now. When we were small, you must be playing still. You hide and they come and search you. So this quality of hide and seek playing is given to moon. The approaching car's headlight winked at me. The car's headlight was moving, winking. It's human quality to wink the eyes. So its car's headlight was blinking. So it was, instead of telling it was blinking or it was giving a signal, it is given like car's headlights winked at me. Okay, so we have done personification also. We have covered up simile, metaphor, hyperbole, and personification. Let's see further. You can see on your screen, it's onomatopoeia. In onomatopoeia, sound suggests meaning or sense. Your literally word, when you hear, the sound comes in your mind. When you hear the sound, that words comes in your mind. So it's a sound, mostly sound. Let us see the example. The books fell on the table with a loud thump. Now, when we say loud thump, you can hear that book falling down. Book गिर जाता है तो कितने जोर से आवाज होता है. When the book falls, it falls with a thump. The cat mewed for some milk. When we say mewed, we can hear cat saying meow like that. So that word has such a sound effect, suggests a meaning and sense. The wolf howled in the night. The wolf is howling. So that word gives, when we hear that word, the sounds literally enters our head. Silence your cell phone so that it does not beep during the movie. Beep, when we say that, beeping noise comes in our head. Someone is knocking on the door. When we say knock, knock, we can hear that noise. That noise, that sound has that alphabets KNOCK. When we write knock, knock, we are speaking also, we are making that sound knock, knock. That is onomatopoeia. Let us see further more example. Read the following examples. Chuck, chuck, chuck went the train. When we say chuk, 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 train chal rahi hai. In Hindi, we say you must have read Marathi poems also. See, anywhere poet uses this device. It can be any language poem. So here you can see in English, when we learned the train poem when you were small, when you were in the lower classes of primary, that time you must have read chuck, chuck, chuck went the train. The bell went ding dong. You must have read ding dong bell. Pushi in the well. See, these poems you must have done. So when you grow up, you know it's a onomatopoeia. When you learn this in grammar, how the poet have used that words to create that sound in your mind when you are small. That time you heard that ding dong bells. When we say ding dong, that sound goes in your mind. The bell went ding dong. Tring went alarm, and up came the sun. Tring, tring, that noise which comes when the phone rings. That way, an alarm rings. That tring word itself, we make a sound when we speak, when we say that word. When we say alarm, it's alarm, no sound. But when we say tring, tring, that see, this is we making a sound. Spelling Tring. In the above example, we find that there are words which intimate sounds, thereby creating a better poetic effect. Onomatopoeia is a figure of speech wherein words used in the sentence intimate the sounds to create a better poetic effect. It intimates a sound. Hissing and panting, the snake came out. The snake making the noise, that hissing noise. If you have not seen the snake in front, but you must have seen its video in National Geographic channels and all, you have you must have seen that hissing noise it makes. Now, cock-a-doodle went the rooster. This you must have heard. Morning, rooster always do cuckoo. This word we say it is waking up us. Now let's see the different more example. The sheep went ba. That ba black sheep. You must have heard this poem when you were small in the lower classes, or you must have seen now also such poems when your younger brothers, siblings must be reading it. Ba. That word only makes that sound in our mind. The best part about music class is that you bang on the drum, that banging noise, drum playing. You like to play drums. So that bang noise, that word creates the sound. It is not unusual for a dog to bark when visitors arrive. Barking. Silence your cell phone so that it does not beep during the music movie. Dad release a bleach from the pit of his stomach. The bridge collapsed, creating a thunderous boom. That voice when it fell, boom. The large dogs said bow wow. This poem also you must have. Dog says bow wow, cat says mew mew. This all poetic device has been used from your childhood to create the sound to make you familiar with onomatopoeia. So here you can see bow wow word, seventh one. Now eight. Are you afraid of things that go bump in the night? My brother can burp the alphabets. Both bees and buzzers buzz. Now see buzzing sound. When they fly, they make sound of buzzing. So the buzz word tells you the sound. Okay, now we have done the onomatopoeia, where you saw sound effects are used, where the word, when we speak itself, creates a sound around us. And this is also one of the poetic device used in the poem to create more effect. So when we read the poem, we find it more attractive. The feelings, the emotions are very exaggerated some places, and somewhere it is compared. So this
May,
all forms figure of speech. Okay.